Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Carpo, and I had to make a video about internet addiction because somebody mentioned it the other day about one of my subs said something to the effect of her. She feels guilty sometimes, being online and the kids are wanting her attention. I've had people accuse me often, not often, a few times, of uh, expressing concern for my well-being by saying things like, you spend, you're too into YouTube or something. This is coming from people that don't even know me at all, people who've never met me, but only know me through my videos, and I find it kind of humorous because on one side it's like it makes me realize that we all visualize things differently and people differently. The way that people perceive me is completely different probably than the way I really am. But if I'm posting 3 videos a day and then I'm answering, comments and stuff, it might seem like I'm just online all the time. So when I started thinking about the whole internet addiction, it made me realize that there's more to it than just being online or offline. I don't use the internet very often unless I'm using YouTube. In fact, YouTube is my home page online. So when I get home from work, I come into my office, I plug in my camera to my laptop, and I upload my videos for the day. And I usually make them at work, but I make a few at home too. Wherever I'm at, whenever I have a spontaneous idea. So to an outside a person who's not into making videos, who's not into information, and who's not into the internet might see that as being a waste of time. I don't see it as a waste of time at all. In fact, the internet is, we have to consider these different angles about it. And this is okay, think of how things were 20 years ago, if you can, if you're old enough. But before the internet, let's say, you would go out and you would read through your mail. Go get your mail from the mailbox and open up all those bills and advertisements and crap and go through it all, and you'd spend some time doing that. You might decide to read a book for a while to get some information or whatnot. You might actually get in your car and go shopping at the store. Now, all these are considered just normal day-to-day things. You wouldn't tell someone, hey, you're spending too much time on your mail, or you're spending too much time grocery shopping. It's because these are things that were considered normal. Now, today, you can sit at home, you can actually save money by ordering things online. You can get your email online, and you have to spend time answering and responding to that. And YouTube, for me, is kind of like a career, okay? I try to work about 35 hours a week, at least. I don't like to work a full 40, but I do my normal job, and I spend maybe 1 hour a day doing videos instead of working. But I consider my videos work. I consider them working towards my future, bettering myself and my environment. And I'm humble, and I'm not trying to say that I'm out here trying to change the world. I'm just one guy speaking on my videos. I don't have very many people that really watch them, but all the people that do, I highly respect, and I love comments. And I don't see it as a waste of time. I see people who, if you're posting about your pictures of your cat, what your cat's doing on Facebook or something, that's, sure, there is a degree where social media has become a complete waste of time. There are so many ways to waste your time away on the computer. So when I really sat back and I thought about it, like, how much time am I really spending online? People have asked me, said that you seem to be online all, like when Chris did a video, a live thing. He did a live interview with this dude, and he asked me why. He's like, oh, you've been on there all the whole time. How come you didn't come on and and join the conversation. I'm like, because I wasn't on here the whole time. I actually go outside, and I was playing in the snow, and then I'd come back in, come to take a toke, and I'd answer a couple comments and go back out. I try to answer all my comments at once and then head back out to what I'm doing. So now I'm not just sitting here constantly on the computer at all. In fact, I don't really spend that much time on it. And the YouTube is the only thing that I use it for. But I got to a point with social media where I saw where it was going, and I was on MySpace back in the day, and then our band originally got on MySpace to try to promote ourselves. And once that turned to crap, I went to Facebook, and that was just as crappy. The minute I saw people liking Walmart, oh, so-and-so likes Walmart, or so-and-so likes U.S. Bank, I was out. I just couldn't hack it anymore. I realized that on Facebook, if I would try to post a comment, my status would be like, it's a beautiful day and it's a great time to be alive, and everybody should be grateful for what they have. Nothing. But the one guy who puts something negative on there gets tons of responses and likes. So people start speaking negative things or being controversial to get more likes or more friends, and it's just ridiculous. You can buy friends on Facebook. I mean, what does that say? Facebook is selling friends. I didn't have hardly any friends on Facebook because I didn't want people I didn't know. I'm not going to be friends with actors and shit. It's just ludicrous. But one day I realized that it was too much. I canceled my account. And about a year later, I opened it back up just because somebody I knew was looking for me. And that's the only thing Facebook is good for. And that's the original point. To find people, to talk to people you haven't seen in a long time. So I conversed with her and got information, went out to coffee, and then I closed my account again. It's as if people are addicted to maybe somebody will find me or something. But so anyway, as soon as I closed my Facebook account, I started messing with YouTube. I'd never been on YouTube. I had never even used it. And I had this account that I'd had for a while, and I was like, well, I'll just try uploading a video. I don't even remember what it was about. My very first videos are like a year and a half ago or something, and they're about prepping and stuff like that, and some about religion and whatnot. But I started getting into this mode where I could really feel like I was getting something done. Like my mental state was being... My mental awareness was being raised by conversing with so many different people that have similar ideas, and even more so many people that have completely different ideas. Because that's really where the learning is, people. It's not talking to your church congregation. It's not talking to your coworkers at work. These are people who are in the associations. It's talking to other people who are involved in other things that you're not aware of. And we can't be so afraid to expose ourselves to those kind of people. The only reason we are goes back to ego. We're afraid of being wrong, or afraid of finding something that might conflict or contradict what we believe. And so the internet itself is really a meeting place for people if you utilize it properly. And a person who's talking about important things in life, I would never consider that a waste of time. It's just something you would do. Just think of it as going down to the community center and hanging out with like-minded people. You might look all day through 100 people to find one that shares your ideas. But I can go online and do it instantly. So if anything, we're saving time. People, we're able to move faster now than we've ever moved. We're able to go into so many different angles of life, and so many different subjects, and learn so much in a short period of time. And when I first got online, I actually was checking the time. When I first got online years ago, I was actually very interested in the information. I went through and I learned as much as I could about history, about people, about conspiracies, and everything else. And I got to the point where I realized too much information is overload. And so I stick with the larger components, the ones about life, like, what is a good form of government, or how do we conquer our own fears, or how do we remain happy, or not stress, things that actually benefit us, not things that just fill our mind with junk nonsense. And so when I look back and I'm like, wow, I've been online for an hour, and then I think, you know what? The guy next door was probably just watching fucking America's Got Talent or something for 2 hours, and is there anything gained from that whatsoever? No. But that's normal American life. You go to work, you come home, watch your TV, or whatever it may be. And so to those out there who are feeling guilty about being online, that's kind of why I'm doing this. Don't beat yourself up, because what you're doing is you're just doing things online often that you would have done in a different way in everyday life. Not always, and there's plenty of a wasted time. When I started my channel, I realized that when I made a video about something negative or something, whether I was talking about chemtrails or conspiracies or government takeovers or New World Order, all I have to do is put New World Order in the description and I would get 5 times more views on it. I stopped doing that because I'm not about views. I don't care about subs. I'm not about, trying to spread the fear, because it brings in too much nonsense and too much confusion. So I just do what I do and I make my videos, and maybe it is a waste of time. Maybe I am online too much. But it wouldn't be the first problem I had in life. I look at it like a phase, and one that I'll hopefully be able to embrace as much as I can before I move out of it. Because eventually I'll get tired and I'll stop making vids and do something else, write a book, whatever. But for now, there's no reason to feel guilty, as long as you're not neglecting your whole life and spending all your time online. That's my take.